NPM packages. We've all used and installed them. Creating NPM packages may seem pretty difficult, but it's actually super easy. Here I have built an NPM package that will shuffle an array, and here you can see that it is available in the npmjs.com. So how was I able to make an NPM package? Well, in today's video, I will show you how to create your very own NPM package, so if you have a fun idea of a package, you can share them to the world. You know what else is fun though? That's right, subscribing to the channel. To create an NPM package, you need to install two things. First is Node, so we can start a new NPM project and test our project locally. And next one is Git, so we can push our code to the Git repository. Speaking of Git repository, that is the first step that we need to make to start building our NPM packages. So head over to github.com, create a new repository, and fill out the following form. I'll just give it a name like Shuffle, and after that, we can finally create our NPM project. So let's head back to VS Code, and in the terminal, we will define our NPM package by executing the command npm init. For the name, you have to make sure that this is unique because this is what your user is going to use when they wish to install your package. For example, I can use Shuffle. Users can then use this package by typing npm install shuffle. However, we can already assume that this name is already taken. One way to fix this problem is by using a scope name. What this means is that you will be using your account username in the package name. For example, I will use @bernardpolidario/shuffle. Next is the version. Your version should follow a semantic versioning, meaning it should have major, minor, and patch. We'll just leave ours with 1.0.0. Next is the description. This is where you can explain what your package does, and whatever you put in here will be displayed in the NPM registry. We'll just type a tool that shuffles the array you input. For the entry point, you can just leave it as is. Same with the test command. For the Git repository, you will use the URL of your Git repository. You will see this in the NPM registry as well. And the author, of course, it's going to be your name. For the license, we'll leave it with ISC, though you can always refer to the open source license documentation to know which one is best for you. And after confirming everything, we should have a package.json file where we can find everything that we have entered in the terminal. The next thing that we're going to do is to create the function that this package is supposed to do. Now, if we take a look at our package.json, we set our entry point to index.js. So we need to create that file. Here in the Explorer, we'll just create a new file and make sure that we name it index.js. And in this file, this is where we can define our function. So let's create a new function called shuffle, and it should accept an array. And in this function, we will implement Fisher-Yates algorithm to shuffle the array. So let's loop backward through the array, and then we will randomly pick an element from that array. And then once we have the random element, we will swap the current element with a random element that we picked in the previous step. And after that, we will return the shuffled array. Pretty straightforward.
Right.
Honestly, you can put whatever you want in here. You can also put like console.log, and that's also going to be okay. And after that, once you're done, you can just export the module. Great, we have built our NPM package. But how can we test it locally? The answer is very simple. All you need to do is run the npm link command. What this command will do is create a global symlink to your local package so you can use it in another local projects without publishing it to your npm registry or to the npm registry. So now we can create a new project folder, and in this folder, we can execute the command npm link, but with our package name. So at bernardpolidario/shuffle. That should install the package, and once it's done, you'll find your script here. And now you can use this like how you use an NPM package. Let's create a new app.js file, and in this file, we use the require to use the package. And now we can just log it. Use console.log and pass the shuffle array function with an array of whatever you want. It could be a string, it could be a number. And now we can execute the command node app.js. We should get a shuffled array. We're finally done with our NPM package. The next thing you will learn is publishing this package so everyone can install it. First, you need to create an NPM account. So head over to npmjs.com and click the sign up button. And then fill out the following form. Quick side note, make sure that the username that you enter here is the same as the username you used in the package name. Once you have an account, go back to your NPM package project, and in the terminal, type npm login. This should prompt you to log in through your browser. And once you're logged in, we can finally run the command npm publish and use the flag access and set it to public. This should give us no errors. And if we go back to the browser and open npmjs.com/package/ the name of your package, we should have it ready to be used. So if we start a new npm project and run npm install @bernardpolidario/shuffle, that should install our package. Now if you take a closer look here, we can see that our npm package is linked to this GitHub repository, but there's nothing here yet. So that's the next thing that we need to work on. Let's copy all of these commands, and then in the terminal of our npm package project, we will paste all these commands and execute them. For now, we only have here the readme file, but that's okay. We can push all of our code by adding all of the files to the staging area, and then using the commit with a first commit message, and then we can push it. Now we should have all of our files in the Git repository. That is how you can build an npm package. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by smashing that like button and subscribe to Better Stack for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bernard, and I will see you in the next one.